try it on gravel. It's a little bit sketchy. Oh, there's someone down there. Okay. So let's say do a little bit of gas, wheel stays straight, and we're turning. And we're turning. Oh my God. I am a hillbilly, but this is freaking awesome. Implications for this include, but are not limited to, off-roading, turning like a tank, being awesome, etc., etc. Alright, we're going to try and do the exterior loop of my off-road course. We're just going to try and do all the turning with tank turn, and I'm going to try and keep my wheels straight. Don't mind all the lights on the dash, those aren't accurate. If it isn't turning as well as it should or needs to, I'm going to either I'll probably do the clutch, but let's see if we can get into this a little bit early. Okay, I'm riding, I'm turning. Left side activated. Wheels pretty much straight. And we're turning. And that's proof of concept, folks. There are few things give me as much joy as proof of concept. Like the hours that go into even just thinking about something like that, and then to execute on it is just, it's unreal, you know? It's like cloud nine type of stuff. There's very few things that are like that, for me anyway. I guess you could say I'm a creative professional. You know, obviously I'm going to be digging up my track a little bit, but it's prairie, you know, like this is... Alright, I'll try and do better keeping the wheels straight. I got the time. When it gets up to this jog, I'll hit the brake. Keeping the wheels straight. Left wheel spinning. And head up a little bit, but you can see how if you were like in a tight off-road situation where this is a big truck, so I don't know, it's a big truck, crew cab, but to be able to do that in on, what do you call them, not catwalks, but where switchbacks, to be able to do that on switchbacks, clutch, absolutely clutch. So I'm going to try and wheel straight, pedal on. You can see we started turning. It's almost turning too sharp. Now I'm just going to let it, fully braking on one side. Left side wheels are spinning. I mean, it's doing it. I'm turned a little bit, but that's mainly it. Alright, so it does tear up the grass a little bit, not a big deal. It's for off-road use only, so that is evidence of a high quality tank turn, where you've got one side of the wheels that lock up and allow the vehicle to pivot around obstacles and things of that nature. That is, I've been thinking about how to do this for years. I did it. All right, so some final thoughts on it. It works. I'm very happy that I'm still kind of in shock that that I can get that to work like that. Basically, the way that I would do that is, um, I'd add another brake caliper to each wheel, and then instead of having, and then you'd have to add the master cylinder or master brake. But once that's on there, instead of doing left and right, you'd do, or instead of doing front and back, you'd do left and right. And then there's some welding involved with getting additional brakes on each of the wheels. But I like it because it allows for redundancy, you know? I mean, it allows for tighter turning. Tank turning's a lot better than just regular turning. It uses hydraulic pressure instead of mechanical, so it's got enough of the beans to really put the brakes on and stop that side. As you saw, it doesn't work that great on farmland necessarily, but it would work very well in rocks and higher, you know, pavement, stuff like that, a lot higher grip kind of stuff. And yeah, the only other considerations are kind of what, you know, you couldn't do that if you had a Lincoln locked or a spooled rear differential. Or front differential. You can't activate tank turn when you have the axles locked. So that's definitely one consideration. But yeah, in terms of like getting, you know, like MP205 transfer case where you can engage or disengage each of the axles, I think this accomplishes very much the same thing. In a different way. You know, you're able to turn a lot more tightly and turn in place. It's basically a cutting brake with an additional cutting brake in the front. So I'm pretty stoked on it. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything like that, let me know. Other than that, I don't know. Sell this thing, start a business, something. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day.